In previous lecture, we have seen the PLC instructions: normally open, normally close, reset, set, coil, output coil, timers. In timers, there are two types of timers: on delay timer, off delay timer. Now going ahead, today we'll see the counters. Counters are similar to timers, but just the difference is when you activate the timer counts the value in accumulator on its own. Once you activate the timer, it will count the accumulator value on its own. But counter is a device, or you can say component, which counts on every excitation. Means you are given excitation, it will count the value 1 only. For next count or next increment, you have to give one more excitation. So for every excitation, it counts one value. And timer, once excitation is given, it starts counting automatically. This is the major difference between timer and counter. The rest of the things are very same, that it has preset value, accumulator value, correct? So depending upon the PLC, there are again types of counters are there. Some PLCs are there which has only up counter, and some PLCs are there which has two types of counters, that is up counter and down counter. Up counter, down counter. So two types of counters are there. Now we'll see the counter instruction in detail. So as we have discussed in practical also, this is the VCC run, this is a ground run, this is the instruction. To turn on and turn off the counter or to give pulses, we have used this input NO switch. Input number 0. I stands for input, 1 stands for input file number, and 0 is 0th input. So we are seeing C up. C up means up counter. Timer has three outputs: enable, done, and TT. Here counter has two inputs. CU means up count, and second is done. Done bit. So two outputs are there. C5, counter number is C5:0. C means counter, 5 is file number, and 0 is 0th number of counter. Preset is suppose 5, means maximum value that it will count. So in this way, this counter instruction is used. This is the input switch. When this switch is pressed, this run condition gets true and current will flow through this. Input switch. Then current will go up to counter instruction. Counter is up counter. So how it will work? Once the current reaches to this counter value, counter accumulator value will increment by 1. This accumulator value will increase. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when one pulse of input is received to the counter, accumulator value will become 1. When accumulator every time increments, here high to low pulse is generated at C up. C up means counting up. So it generates high to low pulse. Again, only one pulse, single pulse is received here. Only single pulse is received here. So you can say that when second pulse will receive, counter value, the accumulator counter value will become 2. Will become 2. Okay. Again here, second pulse is generated like this. When third pulse is given at input, counter will give third pulse at the output. Similarly, for fourth pulse, this is the case, and for fifth pulse, again, this is the case. Now, the accumulator will become 5, means equal to preset. So when accumulator and preset both becomes equal, at fifth pulse, your done bit becomes high, like this. Your done bit becomes high. It becomes high permanently till you do not reset the counter. Counter जोपर्यंत reset करत नाही तोपर्यंत done bit high होऊन जातो. And depending upon this done bit, या done bit वर जर तुम्हाला एखादा output high करायचा असेल तर ते output पुन्हा म्हणजे सपोज एखादी मोटर ऑन करायची असेल तर जो जेव्हा काउंटर 5 व्हॅल्यू 5 पल्सेस काउंट करेल त्यावेळेस ते तुमचं ठराविक आउटपुट किंवा मोटर तुमची ऑन झाली पाहिजे. तर अशा केसला तुम्ही काउंटर यूज कराल. प्रीसेट व्हॅल्यू 5, अक्युम्युलेटर बघा, काउंट अप 1 2 3 4 आणि इथे 5. सो व्हेन 5th pulse is counted, your done bit becomes high. This is done bit. Done bit becomes high, and on this done bit you can calculate any value. It is exactly similar to this. Okay, इथे 1 काउंट केला, इथे 2 काउंट केला, इथे 3 काउंट केला, इथे 4 काउंट केला आणि इथे 5 काउंट केला. 1 2 3 4 and here 5, like this. Is it clear? Counter instruction. This
Yes,
is up
sir.
counter. This is up counter. Now we'll see the down counter. So down counter is denoted by CTD, counter down. And here the accumulator value is different. See the difference between up counter and down counter. Here counter value in up counter increments from 0 to preset value, and in down counter accumulator value decreases from larger value to the preset value. Larger value to preset value. So how it will work? Very simple. Every time input is received, every time input pulse is received, म्हणजे हे बघा, जोपर्यंत इनपुट ऑन होऊन ऑफ होत नाही तोपर्यंत पल्स काउंट होत नाही. म्हणजे इनपुट बटन प्रेस केलं म्हणजे तो लगेच काउंट करेल असं नाही, ते बटन रिलीज होईल म्हणजे पूर्ण पल्स काउंट झाली, हाय टू लो. देन युअर आउटपुट इज received, or you can say output is generated. Every time that pulse is received, every time when pulse is received, this will be now CD, count down. This is CD. This CD will generate the pulse. For one input pulse, one output pulse is generated. Okay. Here, in case of count up, done bit was low initially. When total 5 counts are counted, done bit becomes high. But in case of down counter, your output done bit is high from the start as well. And when total 5 bits or 5 pulses are counted, done bit becomes low. This is exactly similar to on delay timer and off delay timer. On delay timer मध्ये तेवढा डिले दिला की डन बिट हाय होत होता, आणि ऑफ डिले टायमर मध्ये डन बिट सुरुवातीला हाय होता आणि डिले रीच झाला की डन बिट लो होत होता. इथे पण तसंच आहे. अप काउंटर मध्ये जोपर्यंत पाहिजे तेवढे काउंट्स अक्युमुलेटर काउंट करत नाही तोपर्यंत डन बिट लो, 5 pulses count झाले, done bit becomes high. Here reverse case is there. Done bit is high initially. When 5 pulses counted, means preset and accumulator when becomes equal, तिची value ज्यावेळेस 5 होणार, then your done bit becomes low. Done bit becomes low, and whatever output is dependent upon that, that output also becomes low. म्हणजे जसं की 5 pulses count करा आणि मोटरला ऑफ करा. म्हणजे मोटर सुरुवातीला ऑन असेल, 5 pulses काउंट झाले की डन बिट लो होणार, डन बिट लो झाला की आउटपुट पण लो होणार. And similarly the count value will decrease like this. So here initially it is 10, then 9, 8, initially here it is 10. For every pulse it will decrease by 1. 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. For 5 output becomes low. So this is a PLC counter instruction. This C up and C down gives high to low pulse every time. Okay, and done bit when counter up counts, done bit becomes high. When done count down, preset accumulator becomes equal, done bit becomes low. This is the case. So this is a counter instruction. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Next instruction is data handling instruction. As you can see on screen, that one input is connected. If that input is activated, this instruction will be executed. For data handling, only one instruction is used, that is move instruction. This instruction is very much similar to your assembly language move instruction, where source address is given, destination address is given. When instruction execute, data from source is transferred to the destination. Similarly here also, in this instruction, in move instruction, source address is given, destination address is given. This source and destination address both are internal to the ROM. जे काही पीएलसीच्या रॉम मध्ये जो काही सोर्स आणि डेस्टिनेशनचा ऍड्रेस आहे, तिथे तो डेटा ट्रान्सफर होतो. सो हियर द सोर्स इज F8, means this is a floating point integer. Okay, and this is N7. N7 means this is an integer value. This is a floating value. F8 is floating value and N7 is an integer value. So the source and destination address are given. It is not compulsory that F800 is there. It can be F8 7H address location can be there. So this is nothing but the address location, and from source the data is transferred to the destination. So in this way you can move the data from one source to the another destination. Source address, destination address are given and data is transferred. Okay, so this is a data handling instruction. Is it clear? I will see the next instructions. The logical instruction. Logical instructions are there. first logical instruction we'll see is AND instruction. As you can see this in AND instruction, two sources are there, source A and source B. Source A is one kind of memory location, source B is another kind of memory location. Both data is taken together, ANDing of that data will be done and it will be stored in destination location. It will be stored in destination location. So that is A and B, and the result is stored in destination location C. So these locations can be the ROM locations. These locations can be the ROM locations. Similarly, we can do the ORing as well. Source B, destination C. So this is OR instruction. As you can see in OR also, the two data are taken. From source A, source B, ORing of that two data will be done. If it is 8-bit, 16-bit, whatever, ORing will be done, and destination C is there where the ORed data will be stored. So 8-bit, 16-bit or 32-bit data can be processed here in this AND OR instruction. Similarly, XOR instruction is there. Destination C. Data from A, B are taken, XORing of that data is done, and then the data will be stored in destination C. Next instruction is NOT instruction. We know that NOT has only one input and one output. So hence, source single A will be there and single destination B address will be there. Data will be taken from source, which will be NOT, means negation will be done, inverting of binary bits will be done and it will be stored in destination address B. Correct? Next instruction is CLR instruction. CLR means clear instruction. If some memory location you want to clear, then that memory location will be cleared using this instruction. So here only destination address will be there. Correct? Only destination address will be there. So likewise, you can use many logical instruction like compare, equal, etc. One more comparison equal instruction is there. If two destination addresses will be there, when both data will be same, then EQU bit will be high. If not equal type of instruction is used, then both source and destination are not equal, then NEQ output bit will be high. If A is less than B, then less than bit will be high. If A is greater than B, then greater than bit will be high. Less than equal, greater than equal. So all these bits of comparison instruction can be used in PLC as well. So I hope it is clear, the logical instructions that we have seen. This single instruction is move. This is a data handling instruction, but others are the logical instructions. So thus we have studied most of the PLC instructions, and then now we can go for the actual PLC ladder diagram, where we have seen the logical operators such as ANDing truth table, ORing truth table, XORing truth table, XNOR truth table. All these truth tables we have already seen in practicals as well. We'll see them in theoretically as well. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.